For yesterday, we brought you an update on this particular platform about Dennis Miracles Abuaje. This is Bawumia's key spokesperson. He apparently is one person who is also vying to be the next MPP communicator, the whole party's communicator. Now, 3 days ago, we heard a news, particularly somewhere on Sundays, that Dennis Miracles Abuaje was arrested at Accra International Airport, formerly Kotoka International Airport. Now, the details of it, was very murky. Not just very clear and very clean, because in 70C and at a point in time, many people were saying, so Dennis Miracles Abuaje said you know the cocaine and there were some of the assertions say, because of unrelated activities. But then this year, the Economic and Crime Office the statement about said the main reason why Dennis Miracles Abuaje was arrested was because of a scandal involving a $55 million. Mind you, Dennis Miracles Abuaje, he used to hold a position in the previous administration, talking about the New Patriotic Party. It's Brana or CEO of that particular position and that particular organization. Yes, on no. And yes, just a contract be this particular contract is worth over $55 million. Apparently, on it the executives and I say the board of directors need be signing off on that particular contract. They say what they were supposed to use to do, they did not use the money to do that. And apparently or allegedly, Dennis Miracles Abuaje and these executives kind of pocketed the money. So that has actually brought us to where we are today. Apparently he was arrested. Now many people are asking, say, Dennis Miracles Abuaje, fine. Allegations with the bonnie, the why and one year, but the big question I'm of Bribe saying all of these things, a ban when this guy was moving from a GTV to almost all the stations in this particular country, how come say he was never ever arrested in all of these things are not air coso? And apparently Kotoka one and now yebedi kind of this particular update because the Iyoko for the Ababe Tujan, that is exactly what is really shocking. I'm going say, okay, if this is true, then perhaps it is making the allegations seem more kind of scary, and at the end of the day, it is not looking good for Bawumia's top PR person. Talking about Dennis Miracles. Now, for the Ababe Tuja, make sure say this whole case are very scary. This particular communique you reading English here, but what they are trying to tell us is that Nipana on the Dennis Miracles Abuaje omoji sa $55 million. Sa Nipano already that Nipano already no started say otua say scan bin kakra Emma Iyoko. Which means these allegations are not mere allegations. They are allegations which have perhaps been substantiated. And then at the end of the day, these key people, they are being forced or subpoenaed by the courts and Yoko to pay the money. Buying at the almost Thomas or Muntua Dennis Miracles on Rankasa, the assistant as scan. So does this whole thing make him guilty as fact? Before then, you can read all of these in Yaa Naa course and answer this particular press statement. Yesterday, a whole lot of MPP executives and MPP party members actually stormed the premises of Yoko. It is only this just not any answer. And you share the scenes Nibia a course. Now, one of the things I would like you to take note of is that at the end of the day, we are learning saying numero any day numero. Yoko actually granted Dennis Miraculous Abuaji a bill of 50 million Ghana cedis. And apparently, that 50 million Ghana cedis, Dennis Miraculous Abuaji could not even meet or fulfill those bill conditions. So currently, he is still in the police coffers. But then let's watch some of the scenes, of course. So, we'll look into the details. This particular press release, Economic and Organized Crime Office, Yoku for Mediaba, implicating Bawumia spokesperson. The big question is Bawumia part? Is he involved? These are things I'm about to bring the ABSA.
Really? Look at what you are doing. What are you saying? What are you saying? Really? Look at what you are doing. What are you saying? What are you saying?
Now, this was just one of the scenes I call so. I'll be watching most of the scenes I call so. But one of the things I also want you to know is that the people there were so crowded. Say the police had to actually bring reinforcement. They had to actually bring certain, I don't know, accoutrements or gadgets on media them scare off and now push it back to the protesters. And one of them was this machine, I say a water pump machine. You could actually see the policeman's business. And show it together with a host of other videos. Yensaka.
That officer standing there, that man standing there. How do you tell them that we cannot ever can anymore? Why do you do that? We are just demonstrating. I see a movie car. Me, yeah, on for mommy. What has happened? Because the police are doing their work very well. You understand? We've been here 6 months. Yeah, we can Go back. Go to where? We are going back to Go back. That's your command. Nobody is going to do that. Let them go. They want to lead them here. They will go. They want to just lead them here. Give way. Nobody is going to cross. Give way. Nobody is going to. I don't understand this. We want to protest. So let's give way. Give way. Give way to traffic. Nobody's going to give way to traffic. Nobody. I just want to ask a question. The police people don't know their weapons. We want traffic to flow. Former vice president. trying to say that the police doesn't know their work? Please. Because the police are doing their work very well. You understand? We've been here this morning. Yeah, we can.
Now, these are some of the scenes and that I call so Yoko office. I'm talking about the Economic and Organized Crime Office. That's the 13th of July 2026. Now, based on these accounts in Yoko 4, the arrest actually took place under their orders, which means Dennis Marcos Abuaji is indeed with them. Now, they brought out a press release. This particular press release is giving us a blow-by-blow account and telling us what is really going on, and at the end of the day, you know, how Dennis Miracle Abuaji was actually involved in all of this. And let's read this. Also, arrest of Dennis Abuaji, aka Miracles, and Gerald appear in respect to 55 million investigations into the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization, that is IMCCOD. So I learned is that this whole arrest is in regards with a certain contract which was passed off at the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization, that's IMCCOD. At that time, now our boss, Dennis Marcos Abuaji, and also an assistant, Gerard appear, says kind of they don't know what they use the money for. Apparently, believes that money went into their coffers. Now, almost started off by saying that Accra 13 July 2026, also the Economic and Organized Crime Office Yoko wishes to inform the general public that it has arrested Mr. Dennis Miracle Edward Abuaji, a former executive secretary of the Interministerial Coordinating Committee on Decentralization, that's IMCCOD, in connection with ongoing arrests. Follows in connection with the ongoing investigations into alleged financial and procurement related irregularities at the Secretariat. The arrest follows extensive investigations commenced by Yoko after receiving petition from the current Executive Secretary, IMCCOD, requesting further investigations into a forensic audit conducted into the affairs of the Secretariat covering the period from 1st August 2022 to 2nd February 2025. So we are learning, sir, this particular year arrest of Dennis Marcos Abuaji, it did not just come off hand. Dennis Marcos Abuaji, he was one of the executive secretariat or interministerial committee on any assistant. So apparently, no, says cover for masse. Now new people buy appointing new people. No, me say Banny by the past records of the year what we spent on, what the company spent on procurement. Yeah, certain things don't sound right. Certain things does not make sense. And based on this, no, it is that we need to investigate. So they actually petition Yoko to investigate the matter. Say, Sikebia kupie and the records, no, and Yoko starting investigation. And said no. In all of these things, a certain money, which is $55 million, is perhaps missing or being blown or was blown out of proportion. Yet, also the investigations which commenced last year following an initial forensic audit of the IMCCOD and the subsequent petition concerned the suspected misappropriation, misapplication, diversion, and theft of public funds amounting to about 55 million cedis. So I learned that this whole thing apparently Dennis Miracles Abuaji or no, it is because the time no as the secretariat, the executive secretariat of that particular they blew the money, they misused the money to show where no use or say misappropriation, misapplication, and also theft, which means that Dennis Miracles Abuaji shine some you could yabani ya as a mobile sicano we are on an for head or maybe says kind of mokano almost also extra say they've also diverted the money, which means this kind of be public in terms of where the money is supposed to go. They diverted the money to other illegal sources for illegal purposes other than what it was supposed to do. And based on this, that is how come apparently Dennis Marcos Abuaji Yachina executive say this whole issue of demonstration at the Yoko office it has brought about. The former executive secretary of the IMCCOD, Dennis Marcos Abuaji, and the former accountant IMCCOD, that's Mr. Gerard Appiah, and others are under investigation for subjected offenses including number 1, conspiracy to steal and steal it. So these are the charges they are born. And which is number one, saying Kufino, or my boom a dear, and the Brunibeka's conspiracy to steal, and also move Yankasa, which is stealing. 2, using public office for profit, and the apparent they are saying Sikananka was on the Jumano, they use it for other purposes other than what is supposed to be, which is using the public office for profit, which goes contrary to and also a breach of public laws, and which is a breach of laws as a public officer and a person holding a public office. 3, causing financial loss to the state. They are saying this kind of boy, a bogana kayipa. 4, dissipation of public funds. So, no, but other than that. 5, defrauding by false pretenses. No, but so much church on crash high and yama or defrauded Ghana buying. 6, money laundering. And apparently, no, says can be baby a man on any idea. And you know, the bob on one of them, and then number 6 on it, money laundering. Now, that is not all, because the charges, back which they will screen so I was 7 other suspected offenses. I'm say all other things when they account why and back will say other suspected offenses. So try to say Yoko knows that Gerald Appiah has voluntarily begun refunding or returning the loop of funds connected to the crime under investigation. These recoveries do not and by themselves conclude the investigative process, neither does it absolve any suspect of the crime. And Archer said one of them, Dennis Marcus Abuaji, an accountant, and I'm basically assistant, I find Gerard Appiah, I don't know, so IMCCOG Hono, or not, you was started all returning scano in Kakra, but then China actually, when then chance, or returning scanning the any, or free debit, still, many other things are there, perhaps anytime yet show. Also, following significant new findings last week relating to suspected fraud and theft involving Mr. Dennis Marcus Abuaji, who is already aware of the investigations and has already visited the office on it, Yoko initiated an operational plan to effect his arrest this week. As part of these processes, Mr. Abuaji was placed on a stop order a week ago to prevent any sudden travel that could impede the investigations this week. Unknown to the office, he had already departed the country. So this is where all the things get murky, and that's where Iyoko is telling us that his arrest is stemming from. So apparently, as all this investigation was going on into the IMCCOD, involving Dennis Marcus Abuaji, the chief accountant of that particular office during the previous administration, and all of this is an air course, Dennis, the accountant, was I say this can be the air back. Dennis too have been also cooperating with investigation. He's been visiting the Yoko office from time to time. But then last week, investigations for say, in fact, this $55 million scandal, there's more to it, and there's another lump of sum, which is also different or parallel to this particular investigations or more. And based on that, and all this former catcher Dennis Marcus Abuaji said, we are still investigating you. If not cleared you or anything, so you can't leave the country. So the Dennis Marcus Abuaji had to be a stop list. This particular stop list, no stop order, a choice won't mean to coin a figure. But you see, last week, Dennis Marcus Abuaji, if he count, 2 coin per coupe. Now, a bro 2 coin per coupe, no, let's say you could phone a drum, say, Sana. Yin Bema and I papa Kenufrata and then US force or a citizen in Tiaman and Bagan and BMR wako pray a citizenship of America. So if Dennis Marcus Abuaji will say now I violated the stop order any or Bagana I was here we can't have a Kenufrata 2.0, then it means we as a country and the government itself it has not learned anything. So a brad Dennis Marcus Abuaji a Bagana pay. Or arrive ye pe and also upon his arrival at the Kotoka International Office, Kotoka International Airport, on Saturday night, officers of the Ghana Immigration Services executed the stop order and handed Mr. Abuaji over to the Yoko on Sunday morning. He subsequently accompanied investigations on a search. He was subsequently accompanied investigations on a search on Sunday, which is expected to continue today. Yoko further confirms that Mr. Abuaji will be granted bail in accordance with the Constitution and the laws of Ghana. Likewise, Mr. Gerard Appiah is expected to complete his bail conditions today and will be released while investigations continue. Yoko remains committed to conducting his investigations professionally, impartially, and strictly within the law. The office will continue to respect the constitutional rights of all persons under investigations while pursuing its mandate to investigate economic and organized crime and recover public funds. The public is assured that further updates will be provided when appropriate. So now, no more say, all as at yesterday, Dennis Marcus Abuaje was on an assistant, was with a Iyoko for. But apparently, what really happened was that Dennis Marcus Abuaje was with a Iyoko on an assistant, to see a more bill, Yama on an assistant ni bill. I just an assistant ni podi akakakra, yes, akakakra. Let's just say a fulfill a yet ni bill conditions. Akakakra na wafofili any bill conditions. So that is it. And I'm much say Amara Dennis Marcos Abuaje su bill apparently kranum omako searching if you any. So that is exactly what is really going on now. Menoka say in say a lot of a year you could see all these matches. Yes, you could see all these matches are Elcoson the fire by any. Yeah, it's for that is exactly what is really happening. Menoka say, just say there's been much a year debate about all of this and also most reactions. But Menoka say, in Penifo be more or more the new patriotic party or Mudin Simbi Ababe Tuja say, dear Mahama yen is setting a bad precedent for the country. And also no can ya before be Ghana so in the next 8 years and the next 4 years and in the past executives they be bill no we are
not asking you to speak on our behalf. We are not asking you to sympathize with us. All that we are asking you is to take notice of how the NDC want this country to be governed. And power, we say, is transient. Power, we say, is transient, and no condition is permanent. I will send a word of caution to appointees of this government that they should be worried for tomorrow. And I'm afraid, and I am afraid for appointees of this government. The power is not transient. But when the table turns, I don't expect you, the same media, to come and accuse the MPP government that our forefathers made to bring this country to this point. That the NDC government under His Excellency John Mahama want to take us backwards. But we know that with all that is happening, there's a hidden agenda, an attempt to divert attention from what the president is seeking to do by seeking for a third term as president. He doesn't want Ghanaians to talk about it. He doesn't want Ghanaians to comment about it. So therefore, let's throw in something that will divert attention. But Mr. President, he cannot be Mobutu Sese Seko of Ghana. He cannot be Idi Amin of Ghana. The constitution is clear. 2 terms is 2 terms. We are not asking you to speak on our behalf. We are not asking you to sympathize with us. All that we are asking you is to take notice of how the NDC want this country to be governed. And power, we say, is transient. Power, we say, is transient, and no condition is permanent. I will send a word of caution to appointees of this government that they should be worried for tomorrow. And I'm afraid, and I am afraid for appointees of this government. The power is not transient. But when the table turns.
All right, so that is a year in Sema or the Tuja Justin Frimpong Kudia or say if the tables turn, trust me, no one should come and be pointing fingers. Now, Yembo Shinyanko a news which is also a very sad news. Yesterday we heard another unfortunate incident in Sia. This is in regards with the topmost king in the northern part of Ghana. I'm talking about the Dagbon, king of Dagbon, Yaa Naa. Now, I need that information. Just say Yaa Naa has passed on. I just say it was not really something apparently, you will be out for you really be happy about it. Now, this particular man now he is the king of Dagbon. Now, ye chim say or sounds royal into the royal family chiefs and elders of the Dagbon. No, or information about to just say the king of Dagbon, Yaa Naa, or much say we chat ni ashe buy. I just say very sad thing. Now, something we buy, the government itself brought a statement. NDC also brought a statement. Akufo-Addo, ex-president Akufo-Addo, also all the statements in regards with the sudden demise of this particular man. You be the cash in summer ex-president, in summer buying Edibe Tuja in regards to the passing of Yaa Naa and how significant and how a big blow it is to the nation itself. In TNT in summer a year and neda omode Edibe Tuja. Into show the whole screen so this coming from the presidency communications, and as you can see, also the government of Ghana mourns with the people of Dagbon on the passing of His Majesty Yaa Naa Abubakari Mahama II. So now this is coming from the President of the Republic of Ghana. Or say the passage of Yaa Naa no omonsa kanomate na eyadia just say pa. It reads the government of Ghana has received with profound sadness the news of the passing of His Majesty Yaa Naa Abubakari Mahama II. On behalf of the government of Ghana, His Excellency President John Dramani Mahama extends his deepest condolences to the royal family, the people of Dagbon, and the entire nation during the period of immense grief. His Majesty will be remembered as a distinguished traditional ruler whose region or his reign brought healing, reconciliation, and lasting peace to Dagbon people following years of conflict. His unwavering commitment to unity, stability, and welfare of the people created an enabling environment for development and strengthened the enduring partnership between the traditional authorities and the government in advancing progress across Dagbon and Ghana. The government pays tribute to the life and legacy of Yaa Naa Abubakari Mahama II and also honors his invaluable service to the nation. May his wisdom, leadership, and dedication to peace continue to inspire future generations. May his soul rest in perfect peace. This was coming from the presidency, obviously signed by Felix Fosu Kwache. Until someone more kind on the head and tail is that government and are buying at the unfortunate incident that is Yaa Naa ewu na omoche say Yaa Naa you be a share conflict and also in the northern parts of Ghana some years ago. I don't know buy ya or chest no. Yes, so he was trying, or he tried as much as possible during his tenure to bring peace in Tokwani Niema Boko in Tokwani and the other no the Ozion Kon Tokwa or Pesomuna or Mumbe in Kabum. It's no a minor to go the president of Ghana almost soon. I just almost say yes, so sad. Obi ofi Dagbon, Obi ofi Dagbon, the northern part of Ghana. Just say Osha pa we are no. Then say ma say. Now one person too also came to comment on this, informed that the customary announcement serving notice of the sad passing of His Majesty Yaa Naa Mahama Abubakari II, overlord of the Dagbon Kingdom, has been issued by the Gbewa Palace in Yendi, a great figure of unity, strength, and enduring legacy of a proud ethnic group. So basically, there's His Excellency, former President, Nana Addo Akufo-Addo also ebetro ni me bia na o share se papa no se wate se yendi ne palace yendi no omode information about say indeed papa no we try ni ahwe ban. So sad that this thing have happened because this was a man apparently just say he did all he could and he did his best during his time, but unfortunately we NAC. Now one person so be comment say all of these things, I just say, na a bit somehow. So he's commenting because the party chairman, so person the president, me bri, nipa mekana say me, Johnson is seeing Ketia, aka General Mosquito. Also, a posti say, a great tree has fallen in Dagbon. Yaa Naa Mahama Abubakari Gariba II occupied the skin of the way, occupy the skin the way true leaders do, with dignity, wisdom, and a presence that commanded peace. My heartfelt condolences to the immediate family, chiefs, elders, and people of the Dagmon Kingdom. May the Lion of Bewa rest in peace. It's also a year in some of the Ababetu say what about the passing of a ye papa, a Yaa Naa. Intino at the end of the day, no, Tina what's no, a ya, but DCBI and Omitimaka say, see, and the Omitimi and Dagmon for no. Obitimi any omesun album so oh we na esi but the ACBA no to say esi it's no Ghana for nyina the emo kusa. So that is exactly what is really going on now. We are learning saying Kofi be brave together with a year or 2462 about we brave a releasing statement. Many people are releasing statements that say at the end of the day, you know, it's in regards to this particular the untimely passing of Yaa Naa Abubakar II. Also no per rights no we are learning say per right to see an information about kind and say certain schools in a Yendi and I say yes most schools in the Yendi no we are learning say it will be closed down. Most schools in Yendi will close down. That is exactly what is really going on. Now also no in some Bibri akoso because in some akoso no one of them is that before Papa we cry no obewu and owu ye no na to say ebe di kan in the office be di kan e den sem aba so oh Papa no otwa ne nya hwe ban na amanfo binom akọ social media e di kan ko ka chen nkofo so no makọ bodiro so Yaa Naa ewu me no ka say no yes ya chen nkofo be 7 if arrested 7 people in total. But then you be can share a year update if the Ghana Education Service or EBA in regards with this particular issue because we are learning say the GES is saying that they will actually be shutting down most schools and all schools in Yendi following this particular passing of this particular man. Yaa Naa Minoka say no, it has really shook the core of the northern part of Ghana. Very sad news. Obiabewu, but we'll say Yaa Naa to say. It is so sad. Until Osha the West Screens, so I say GES closes Yendi schools temporarily to mourn Yaa Naa Abubakar II. So now, no, as part of customary rights, no, we are learning that this particular year, most schools in Yendi community, no, almost all schools will close down or shut down day and morning. I told you, say all this while, no, we are learning say before Papa no ewu ya na Papa no wu ya na bimo omo promo ekobo amane say Papa no wu eba man twen ama palace na kase release statement and we are learning say based on this no ya chiche nkofo binom it no ebedi kan akwa share a video involved me no ka say it has prompted a widespread reaction.
Nachim biha ne parsala yi ni ra point barabio banyana ni vosha bambi banyen pegani nane na bewa bi lobole ala mission na ka dalilma nyela banda punsu hakana poinzo to concerne dan Yaa Naa kule kana ya kona na ya shere subhanallah bambe Facebook nangle de baba dembe TikTok ka nangle national security police we at national security together with Ghana Police Service be piala la na kimba no parsala yon nuna zalgo den tum sikate zambarga ba ka nya wahala den tum sa ka ban kwa yansa.
Okay, so basically what they are saying is that Yachichi Bimo, who went ahead to basically announce the funeral or the passing of Yaa Naa without appropriate approval. Nibebo Shini Akko an issue which is also emanating in the middle belt of Ghana. Minoka say, you know, a viral video actually came out. Okay, now this particular viral video about out Minoka saying Obia actually be a man for be bring mono a group of miners apparently no a kamia quest many and soldier for Asia. Now, there were many questions I said, what is this video about and how did we even get here? Mind you, it was almost a decade ago and a Captain Major Mahama Ifumuyaya under strange circumstances. So people were very worried, say, what is really happening? And before I ever go into details, we just want you to watch some of the scenes apparently video babaka So what you just watched was one of the people who was also in confrontation with the military. And military actually did not even give a hoot. That was shit. If we will enlarge this particular video for you to see, I will show you to say the military personnel. So we should say the military personnel now on more as you can see. Yes, you could see there's a group of military personnel on more armed, and I learned said they had this particular confrontation with the your friend is saying the miners. We don't know what the issue was about. Apparently, baako na Olympian ye boni to as warning shots na etwa so no and they say boni to apparently they dispersed. Now based on this, we know what I say military personnel be ababe kasa o chimu say the days of Captain Major Mahama Akufo-Addo Yaa Naa so ye ba be ye best topic galamsey ni ade every echi ye ko ball no krono a say o ye krofo a ye boni kun ya no. Those days are over. Uye military uye nipa ne say oba na obemben so jenia obekum. Before you kill him, he will kill you. That is it. Obekum. So that is it. So yenko share this particular video involved so the sequence of events and how perhaps the tactics which was used previously, assistance here. And mind you, there's been many reactions to this. Obia Canadian near the so the Nino ababe chichimu. In a 7 minutes video, basically how the military now have prepped itself or have learned from issues from the past.
Soldiers you are saying they also have families. And at the end of the day, Obian Betchen and Bewukwasiwu to say Captain Mahama, Mojana, a free Muban. That's the same blood that the soldiers are having. In Fremana, that's the same in Frema we are also taking. You see, when we start shooting video now, a poppy up, I think, and also, I know a lot of people will be talking anyhow. But let me tell you something. The soldiers you are seeing, they also have families. Like the way you have families, you go out to bring food on table. That's the same way soldiers know. So that's the same way they also have families. And one was that's the same blood that the soldiers are having. In Fremana, that's the same in Frema we are also taking in. Don't think and say because we are soldiers in we are BBI and yao. We were just trained and then we learned how to endure pain. And say, oh yeah, now we don't show it. You can't even show it. Because immediately you show it and your superior realize that you are showing it and also they are some for braille. So we don't show it when we are even in problem. Now soldier near own war duty. Official duty with his rifle. So, like, to me, they delayed the matter. Like, they've delayed. Because, say, whilst I'm holding rifle and you are still coming in front. I don't know what is within you. And at that particular time, my life is supposed to be protected. So, obiani at you. And they say, oh, yeah, we killer. No. You'll be used as a scapegoat. One say, after the soldier drawn the line, one say, they withdraw. They went back. Because they knew that line the soldier has drawn is a red line. But on see gang leader, killer. Once they said a canine, once he went back. The rifle the soldiers are holding, there are rounds in it. And then Asana saw one mark, a lot of people will go down. And look at the number of soldiers there. So calculate the rounds all of them are holding by your number. Munyina mubewu. Forget the fact that mudoso. Munyina mubewu. I don't know why right now some of the youth, I don't know what you guys have been thinking. Ade munye busiana. Munye busiana. Then someone will be sitting down in his house with his wife and children. Now asuma muse munkodin kwase with soldiers, with police officers. Yeah, then high. So when you avoid trouble, what will happen? When you avoid trouble, what will happen? And then life is very precious. So life is very precious. And you see, at the end of the day, I say, people who sent you to go and do that thing, they can't save you. People who sent you to go and misbehave with the soldiers, none of them can save you. Because at that particular moment, the soldier's life is a threat. Even when looking at the video, from the start of the video, I saw some of the civilians holding, touching the rifle of the soldiers. And to me, if it were to be me, Yankasa say me, but that was the first action I can. You touch my rifle. You see, me, my friends, all my friends that I know, all my friends that I've been going out with, when I go home, I keep advising them. When you see a police officer on duty with his rifle, avoid them. When you see a soldier, any uniform personnel, they are holding a rifle. Immediately there is a chaos there. Just make yourself say, as a be there, no, then you maneuver and go home. Because at the end of the day, those people will kill you and nothing will happen. Nothing, because my life is a threat. And you are threatening me. I have to also protect my life because I have children at home to feed. And at the end of the day, Obian Betrain Embewu Kwasiwu, to say Captain Mahama, may he so rest in peace. Obian Betrain Embewu Kwasiwu, to say Imuru, may he so, and other soldiers who were killed just because they were trying to have sympathy on civilians. No, this time around it's not going to be like that. Me, they can say, I rather protect my life and then be sent to jail. Yes, I would rather protect my life and be sent to jail than say me, I will allow myself for a civilian to kill me, whereby they will go and judge him or her. Now, you're sentencing ABR 5 years, 6 years, whereby then the person will come back to the street. No. Let's all protect ourselves. The rifle I'm holding, a toenail criminal, I am to use it to protect myself first before you, the civilian. And to you, civilian now, I'm supposed to protect you. Let's take it like you, civilian now, I'm supposed to protect you, whereby you are now attacking me. Oh, why dream a year saying? And I am say the rifle the soldiers are holding, they can't fire. There's no rounds in it. Then you people will continue to die until you learn sense. You people will continue to die until Fano say those who came there, who brother be womb. Fano say the soldiers who came to the duty there, one kasa your own brother, one mother, one father be a woman. Would you have shown that attitude? Would you have shown that actions you guys were showing to the soldiers, holding cutlass, holding like what the hell? So I can't threat that. Do you know what is threat? So I can't threat that. Even so, we catch a crampon, say we shall see, and I will be who crampon. It's a very serious threat. How far the person is holding stick, how far the person is holding cutlass. With the mamus answer, be following those people who are in their houses, driving their better cars, and who are advising you to go and misbehave on the streets. At the end of the day, you will die, and he or she will survive.
Okay, that was in summer a year soja new or the two drag. Never she near the camp of a year or the chief. Yesterday we gave you an update about the unfortunate incident you see during the MPP election by elections are not MPP constituency elections are of course within the party itself. Okay, the chief FIFA on the police for any macho men be ekushia ya na some crash ya to any bro just say if you mobile say enya asem ketwa na me no kwase sisi ano more information aba okay if I say na wo share no eti tu ne chi no ehwehwe ni trim as in 2 minutes to 2 hours just enya asem ketwa we are learning say and pay no yet na ko pie emergency unit a ye koye ni MRI scan nya san koye ni CT scan because a 2 unit ni ebia na affect the brain a bit ma cause concussions and as a brain damage a bit ma cause stroke and a bibisa before then yen share a video of when police for the 2 ambulance on the ko pie mu e hospital ye ba ye beto aso So that was okay. She FIFA just say, "Oh, sha, ni tune you now kwa okoye CT scan by just say, yeah, she the only team." And as you can see, gunshots rock MPP post okay. She FIFA arrested. Now there are more details which is actually coming because some eyewitness. So I started in some back out chest. So could the chief kroko no ono kudi kan ko two. Emma police for then retaliate here, which honestly is not true. But then for the sake of news, no, yen share in some woman no edit to babaka MPP 24 or more than Simbia Baba Tutra. A bit here no so now I share exactly what is really coming because apparently no side elections no it was not supposed to go on because there was an active court injunction crying out court no crutches and as MPP party 24 crutches say that particular result if you were ban it was not supposed to happen. If you video by a better
egu for anybody guys omo mpre about one maso
ono aka ho bi no
ono aka ho bi is commander kra ne kasa so onya se no wo commander ne hwe fem let me just house here anywhere ya say ya mapa ba bi afa ana wo commander hwe fem na ba ko so here say sabasa do omo mpre se obeye commander sa onto wana na jo ne nko for start here no ma gan short no na police for so say ya sa omo so ni say obe enipa nkwan
ono ana toye ohun say ono ana
me be na me yes ana say ma me kwa friend me wai ana me so wo hono wasi me tumi camera fe wa ti se to ato me fie wa haye me tumi camera fe am so eye gun police for wa.
So this was an eyewitness account which is not true. Okay, if I 122 police for in can 22 after a year macho men are if I do a call no almost some PPA ballot papers and a ballot we post ni be association form. Now menu kasi MPP for MPP party as a whole no crack they be about bonti no much say sa particular elections a course no it was not supposed to go on. Into Osha this particular press release it came from the New Patriotic Party or say from the national chairman acting national chairman to Ashanti Regional Steering Committee. The subject a decision on National Steering Committee. The date is 6 July 2026. And in here, no, we share in some okana or more directing some echo if we just secretary is Asante Achim Central. And I will share the what I say now. Say a right to communicate the decision of the National Steering Committee of the party taken at its meeting held on Monday, 6 July 2026. Regarding the conduct of the constituency executive elections in the Fija Secretary East and Asante Achim constituencies in the Ashanti region. So in here, they are telling us, basically they acknowledge that there were issues in there. It's a court injunction here, they are the crab. But before then, lawyer Gary Nemaku Ababe Kasa said, the fact that these elections even went on in the first place a prompt to also go and retaliate in kind that the elections itself should be called off. I
was part of the meeting. Letter no any fake. Letter no a genuine letter. That is one. Number two. Party no a party sebe yede emra yajuma. Emra yajuma. I don't know sebe assemble court. Now there's an injunction order. I was so. And now there's a process to challenge the very thing a party no and the Maya Juma by holding the process until we go to court to deal with the matters in contention. And until later now, Jamabuti Troyano, I have a fake letter. A letter that came out of a steering committee meeting, of which I was part of it. letter no any fake.
Right. Now, lawyer, send you ni move yi. Na letter you authentic and says press statement memorandum you authentic. The course wo two constituencies here can Efija Secretary East and Asante Achim Central. Yeah, the other constituency be bebem. Not just why no go ahead to organize those elections because not just a Democrat would change communicate about
well. I can tell you this. The name they will be or call ahead of KBBR. But the party structure ought to be respected. The chairman ought to be respected. The steering committee decision ought to be respected. If anybody had disrespected the steering committee meeting, I think the person, will take his own decision and then whatever he does, the ownership. The party would not accept any results or any election from any of those constituencies.
And in particular, I say about to of course weekend null and void in those two constituencies.
The party will not accept any results.
So that was exactly what really happened. Like I say, now we are learning that the party itself is considering not accepting the results. But far from that, as we said, so hospital scan their video on the screens. But before all of these things, Prophet FIFA, he faces being killed, and at the end of the day, so ballot pass. Video, perhaps the prophecy is explaining a lot of things. The direction where Oketiche FIFA he wants to land. The video babaka yebeto aso.
2028 picture ebeba ballot papers. Obeba be pre MP. Na okon na eda na animu no ono ne ye David ana oni Goliath ekọ akọkọ. Aye Katechi free fashion na America. Menim se Katechi free fa nya obi aka asem a wogidie. Na no de opa won tenase. No fa nyansa sema tutu nyamesem we ameba be ka ho. Ifuna da kasi woman straight. Tie ni ye. Me na me kam the prophet Roja. Katechi free fa be unity wa Ghana ha. Aba be pre MP akunwa wo bro no ne mpotamu a ofiri. Na de omni ye se o unity a ni timu pone se obekon okon na wagye ne manfo. Ti asem ni yo. E de o ma firi nkwaso mu menka ne sha. Na okon na eda nanim ne nye MP kon. Esan se okon na edikan na obekọ. E de ne bekọ akobura Parliament House. Obekọ okon atoshum you know de besa de na ko the same house. Obekọ de atoshum inside de ne bekọ the same house. De atoshum na obefura konwa bi. Na sha konwa na eda brante ya America no washim anim no. Bonyuma e bata won na so chen abroshan. Wan hwe na didiem ne nsu no mu yia. Hwe ene date yes osofo. Ene 24th. Emra ye 23rd. Yakoye chimienu e beba binya 21st. On the 21st of this month, Abrantia na nishu adi hunumu, the American sanity, or so da young openidi man a catcher and say, Ahinia way da wenim, na hinia da wenim, no only tin and in on him say, Hunamu Ahinia, but Ahinia da wenim, yet the idea el you know becawano, abosumi me and sans and yet watching Ahinia show. The 3 months to set 2028, young quart 27. Tio ntia recorded because me be say me no ye video na da wo na wiase nyina hu na da ache wo kofa ba no afrɛ me atena na obisa abrante ni be unity ni picture se be da ballot paper so ye beto aba de ni picture urada kam aba na ye to na eye David ani Goliath na sa abrante be kwa akopere okokopere nkunimdie na de omni ye se nkunimdie na ye ne dia 3 months to nkunimdie no nyame anka no hono anhwe na didie mu yia yet Ghana ha obitually eda homa no
okay chef FIFA
I'm telling you on the pa omna bonten na sebi o meka de anim ana wonfa hona meka se adifo aba because minim se otimi oso adifo ma opa wonyi nanim no meka asem we o meka bibi bone mfa prophet Roja ho ana o meka de let's give time na yen 2028
we de miam na menia no menen be kasa
me say men kasa o mehwehwe men so
men kasa ba we de
na men so men pesa men ni be hia because on we obi a wonye adifusam ni but me ne wo ka say ya make wa asem na urade hye me nka nkire no come me say when it comes to politics ne sa man ma hye me church bo say majai me ye me nyam djuma urade so me anam de abre wo fie but onim say mpremprem na to say ya wontimi sore mfa nko
in some way, and a prophet which are edit to. Meanwhile, one of the people apparently macho men omudio kataje fifa ho echi eko yeah basa na eko clash with the police, you know. Apparently there's a video circulates on social media. Say aso kataje fifa ebobo omo pass omo koye basa yo and what that particular election center. Yen hwe video e baba ka ebe to aso.
Number yes, or number yes, the number is yeah, you bet 50. Bet 50. I need to die. Oh, yeah, but now you bet down. I'm gonna find him. Yes, if I know Kenya's in a bite. I'm gonna find him. I'm gonna minimum name. Honestly, I say, be a quite be a bit. I must be a better. So can I change ban of my hotel? I'm die.
So apparently this was one of the guys omudio katache ifa ho echi ekoya te say omukoye no basa yo ekusi wo election center. All this is just towards his bid to become a MP of that particular constituency. But me no kasa Pia Stadium ababe kasa or the Simbibre ababe tudwa all bought a Ghana police for any IGP tete yohunu abaso. Why is he saying this and why is he saying that? In video baba kebe.
And the purpose to say current IGP ya ewura John Dramani Mahama Ghana president about this or inspector general police no nketi afrem pon mummi ya mo ensam Christian tetenu ye ka so mu pa na ka media na dan pale na ya madam bo kwa onye madam fo kra na me ne enye bad pi na mom o deserve brother say applause ye mo ensam no Christian tetenu I mean, I say, what is that? Mama Baby salute. On tete ya papa, and nay, President Mama Bo didn't say IGP. What did a DBA man say? Sure. A break at the Jeffrey Fast Summit of Wokogu Horo. A call baby on to a back. Because the business said, a 20 approach for no more the body power ban. What he said, approach for Christian Tetenu, approach for over the 20 shady passo. And right. Bon fast sa metro 4 be 50 metro ni ba kwenu to say katache 50 metro 4 kwa be 50 something odum ko gu ho anu ade aka si no no etu ato no no Ghana foi apia se bi say president mama ni person na IGP no kise tetenu na prosi for omo tutu ohiri paso na me ka ze bia katache 50 ko chi sa tama okoye sabi me masem nyina wo police station wono police for the car se found sabra ne fa hankopuru nyu sare katachi na me ka se akokuroko sem ne me masem a wo ye no ka won fa wo san him ezikatachi afi fa bebrebe nyina kire hu sa wo nsa ehye wo be ma e fa hankopuru fa se wo ye be ma ahade madwo wo ye be ma ahade madwo do nsa him. Mr. Mumia Inspector General of Police, IGP, Christian Tetenu, on a get your phone the process for Nimkolano. Oh, my idea, and run Kufuado, Dr. Bawumia, the president. Touching my any public politics to was say over the record for 70 passo, said the team pro, said the Kumun and moi. Nanra Christian Tetenu, President Mahama administration. Yan Tin. The Katachi Fifa in 2 Bako and Kedipa. It did make us a Ghana for in the Korea Abeta Pia Stadium. Me Manaka Demo da. Me Marcus Tetenunko, who has an amade, and I could just send to Adieni. What Tiasi would deserve about Smodia. Christian Tetenu, Inspector General of Police. Why are dear Nakatachi Fifa, the American said, you did 2 penny, Eddie. Or Katachi or Kodoma Fifano. Why Nyaku Costa and Summit to 4 inch. I do 2 Opokuaria. enye di mbone man ko ka otumfo poku are me bobu ase e do di ti nana kwaku dua be ma kwaku dua ana udi bata wa ya de me di dia bata president ma hu opani o ka je se me mfa the power na mra me nya wo memo analysis na me afa nursing training na you say ya baba me ni bi je.
All right, so that was in Sema Apia Stadium, Edituja. Straight up, you move it to the camp of Gomua Central. Minu Kasi Sisiano, Kwame A+. He's doing something which is remarkably good. Now, he's changing the face of politics. You know, MPs, Ghana has seen we a politician now. You be you MP. Usually job will be a cost so now be pimo and you know what now chia and you now salute now obia mami penimu already 90 years now so numu ni aka obuade or brand once and hojo. Sanya mani trim. Those accolades, no, it does not bring change. Ye per action. Intinwa bano se bi think of what and answer tank of what sumkrana. You have to show work. Say mathematics, no. You prove what am I saying? So in this case, the newbies like the John Dumelo, the A+ and co, no, what they are doing is talking less and showing more working. And in regards with this, no, Kwame A+, Eddie Ababe to just say, Omo Babe artificial waterfall. Mind you, Kennedy Japan actually raised this and said this years ago, 2023, during the MPP presidential campaign. Say they can transform Central Region to a tourism hub. Already, Central Region has hosts a bevy of Ghana's tourist sites. They can transform it like Dubai, and that's exactly what Kwame A+ is doing. And this year, our friend journalists, particularly his fellows in the crew, any others, I say, this year, on Baby creating artificial waterfall. So, particular artificial waterfall is under government's project or friend the Block A project. And no, I want the constituency. Kwame A+ actually says, any engineers, Asia, any other technical experts, or the Omako site, Genku Forest, was Central Region, they are going to start the work to actually transform that place into a waterfall, into a tourism site. So there will be no need for you to take plane and go to Kenya to watch the same thing we have in Ghana.
Today we are here with our chairman. We are here with the president of the Ghana Journalists Association, who is also a partner to this project, with Paul. We are here with some other consultants, the architects, the surveyors, the drainage consultants. Chairman, who else do we have? Hydrologists. We have assembled a team of professionals who are all Ghanaians to help us to be able to develop this vision that we have. And we are informing you today that formally we have begun building the artificial waterfall that we dream of building. In fact, we want to build a waterfall on this mountain here. We want the waterfall to be seen from the N1. So when you are driving along the N1 from Accra to Cape Coast, you see the water pouring from that distance. We are going to have dancing fountains here. These are things that we go to Dubai to see. We are going to build some dancing fountains here with lasers. And so when you are driving on the N1, you should see a beautiful project here. And this is being done by both Gomua Central and Gomua West. So I am the MP for Gomua Central. Honorable Richard Jan is the MP for Gomua West. And together we have decided that we are going to build something that the Africa and the world will travel to see. As you can see, there is already some fishing activities that go on here, and we are going to support them because we want this place to be the organic food hub or organic food area. So you are not just coming here for tourism, but when you come here, this whole area is for farming, and we are going to preserve the farming so that you can buy all your vegetables and all. We are going to increase the animal population in the forest. Apart from increasing the animal population, we are going to create zip lines. We are going to create canopy walks like what you have in Kakum. We are going to create glass walks. We are going to organize hiking. this forest is going to be put to very good use. And the president stated that he wants Ghana to be the tourist destination of Africa. He said Volta region, and we are calling on our people in the Volta region to act fast. If not, the president will turn his attention to the central region entirely, because we want to build something here in honor of the president. The fact that he has that vision, we have to make sure that it becomes a reality. There are so many travelers who use this road. This is the Lagos-Abidjan Highway, the N1, the Accra Cape Coast Road is the Lagos-Abidjan Highway, and 47 million passengers use this road every year. And once we have 47 million people using this road, and we have this year, we have to leverage on that to develop something that the world would come and see. And so next year, by Easter Monday, we should be able to commission our artificial waterfall here. So we are telling you that, God willing, by next year, Easter Monday, we are coming here to commission the waterfall. We are going to have a waterfall that is about 100 meters high in stages. God willing, by next Easter, during the Gomua Easter Festival, we should have our waterfall here. This is where we will have our Easter Monday, whatever. You know, Easter Monday, most people go to the beach. We will be here. Today, it looks like a forest area, or how do you call it? A bush. It looks like some bush. But you come back here next year, and this whole place is going to look very, very different. So just get ready to be coming here. This is the Gomua. This is the proposed site for the Gomua Eco Park, and we can't wait. In fact, I'm sure that most of you will have your weddings here, because we have Jandel, who is going to come in here to build a flower garden and a destination wedding area right here. We are going to have how do you call it, a quad bike and all in here. So we are going to transform the entire place into a one-stop tourist area. And we hope that the media, that's why we are here today, and the GJ president is a partner to this project. And so we want the media to support us. We want you to be with us every step of the way. You have to do occasional visits to this area, so that you can report to the people that Ghana is building something. We want our country and our leaders, and especially our president, to go down in history as the Al Maktoum of Africa. We go and say, oh, Dubai, the king, he's doing this. Let's say good things about ourselves too, so that we can one day say, oh, the President Akufo-Addo built this, oh, Atta Mills did this. Oh, you see, we also have to celebrate our leaders, and we want to make sure that we can also tell some of the stories that Dubai and Singapore and all these places have told over the years. So welcome to the Block A of the Yenku Forest. We are in Gomua Lome, and this is part of the range that goes all the way to Gomua Promem. This is one of the few natural forest reserves left in the country. And so long as I remain member of parliament for Gomua Central, there is no way we are going to destroy this forest. If you look at this, you can tell. I wish that everybody can come here and see for themselves the kind of vegetation that we have here. If you enter this forest, the kind of trees that are in there, you have some of the biggest trees in Ghana in this forest. And this forest has been preserved since 1931 or so. And it won't be our generation that will destroy. We want the next generation who will come after us some 100 years to say that this forest was preserved in 1930 something. It is going to be here, and we are going to use it for ecotourism. In fact, I wish that all these forest reserves that are being destroyed will be handed over to Forestry Commission and prospective partners, investors, to develop it into the Kakum forest and all the others that we have around. But we are going to make very good use of this. We are going to preserve the environment. There are some water bodies here. We are not going to destroy it. We are rather going to dredge. We are going to create beautiful water bodies here, and we are going to sustain it. This is what we need in Ghana, and we want people to come from all over the world to come and see what we have here in Gomua, so that other constituencies or communities will emulate what we are doing here. this one, there is a saying that when the last tree dies, the last man dies. And I believe that when more trees grow, many people grow in health and in wealth. So yeah, very soon I'll invite you to come and hike with us. It's about 3.5 kilometers from the closest town. So we will hike, we will come here, we'll build some tents, we'll stay here as we continue developing this place. I want you to come here in the next few years to see wildlife here, a lot of animals, many giraffe, antelope, maybe some baboons from Shire Hills to fight with you over your food. And you know, it's going to be very interesting when you. You see, camp tent were the rubber camping. I am here.
Sta solo mi sono pensionato di mignão.
Menti aduano se be da no ti apompe ko.
Aboga.
Ahoden ye de.
Chama na the meeting you are. O ti come to. Adi abasaba. Kya uba go. Kya dey me di omoko. Obi amotu mi awon. Obi amotu mi awon. No, ka di ba.
I said dredge will have cool.
Yeah. Cause I know.
I know a move for be any idea. It's also a dredge free.
But I had to have some talk come.
Yes. Open to no more real. I know how to see. Around Isono. Oh, because I will tell you. I know how. Or this side more. Higher jump room.
Let my friend Mayan. Aye.
All right, so that was a Kwame A plus. See, I know a waterfall in the central part of Ghana, particularly Gomoa Central. Now, still on Kwame A plus because there's more to this particular issue. Odinsimbia Babe to Mind you, recently flood nearby and Odinsimbia Babe 2 didn't confirm them say Ghana for your fee and ama a year flood no eba. Now see at the same Kwame A plus no wakwa granting interview or party say he is actually pushing for a military rule in Ghana. Now this will sound a bit tough and a bit scary, but he believes putting military at every institution in this particular country and no and a bit transforming Ghana. Why? Because Ghana no, we are not really keen to the democratic style of rule because you didn't comfort but the military personnel to our people are afraid to steal. That is how come military rule and rulers like Rawlings and Kwame Nkrumah kind of had some sort of something better coming out from their rule. There was correct rule of law and lack of corruption. Kwame A plus to Bible to us.
Every state-owned institution, every state-owned enterprise will be run by the military. Obeba Cocoa Board na CEO ni military in Sojeni. Obeba Ghana Gas na friend saying CEO no Sojeni. Baba no ne kan na me your boys no go no ho. Be bia obefa bia road
everything a soldier for nkwa and brand see a certain number of way free parliament let me free parliament ni we an aka no ministers no na ma chairman soldier for police for be very sharp and be account we security a we no former agents of fire who say we no very smart near fast and for number of mine no assure myself because training no ebema wa ya de papa kakra bi ube e den a nyankopon te soro ko nya bonsam wom to be 1 or 2 bi wom but so ofa dodo na ofa o strike average na bebre na no obe very smart, very hard working, very patriotic. It is a mediomo na sa wo be ko your friend is saying Tamayo refinery na CEO ni soja ni wo be ko MPA CEO no to soja ni na soja fo no gunu ho wa na say ya fi ye move your mind no forward na woji Ghana mo se mo be na soja fo na san bom we don't know a democracy near you, but every country must have its own form of democracy. The democracy in America is not the same as the democracy in England. In the last 10 years, how many prime ministers have they changed? It's not the same. The democracy in America can never work in Iraq. It will never work in Libya. The democracy in Africa must not be a one-size-fits-all kind of stuff. Every country must have its own form of democracy. Ghana, how do you be a democracy? Menshia, Otunfo is democratic. Almost say we in once we can reach a consensus, that is democracy. If we cannot reach a consensus, let's put it to a vote. The people said they like Otunfo. Otunfo na him for no omo tenase no mo be kan sama obia okay asem na esi obi en ho san we are Canada we are na ye bu asem no yes ye two. That is democracy. Obi adwen say democracy to mabota ya betra me kwachina parliament no mention is a democratic institution. And Crawford say a Burkina Faso and the president Tuari on your democracy or your democratic Crawford panel. It is a government by the people. If the people want this person to be their president, then the fact whether they voted or once they have accepted him as their leader, who has conducted a research that says that the people don't like him, the people are happy with him. There are so many research that have shown that a large majority of the people like him, and that is democracy. Who Rwanda, their democracy is different, and that's why their country is moving fast. Yeah, the only example. You know, I'm very excited. The president, you know, or say soldier for no, soldier for no, mamu ngume ni mase. Munye edwuma yeah a friend is saying yeah can munye na ye obi ehu say na oman no soldier for no say de omo ka ho ne anja omo barracks e be den e be yi. Look at one smart thing that John Mahama did. Look at one smart thing that John Mahama did. Ghana won bro say yanka no kra ne ye biebie ne omaso a ye betena ha na John Mahama aye edwuma bebre so ye first year no na nipa no ya dada om no omo ehu. What I say ye kwan efi Accra e dia Kumasi. They say friend no express way Accra Kumasi express road. Anka afi na ye be fa contractor manebu kwae no e de kwan na tumsan de kopie Kumasi. And now ye ka say soldier for no omo clear more than 100 and something close to 200 kilometers. Omo bie kwan na Kumasi say ni aka ne say contract and start abed bridges near there, but military no moti 48 engineers omo den who ko soldier so because say dwuma ben na we ya obetumi dey abebo soldier obi a carpenter obi a mason obi a say no che uniform lati no gina ho onye hwe okwekura se okobon kofo asun keke yes obi a ni soldier ni akon ye nyina nsore nkobo no keke onye hwe na do Mahama hu say no soldier for no omo ya professionals e nipa bebre omo betuma ye dwuma bebre. So put them out there. Momo ye enuma aban. Enti no ebe reduce the cost drastically. Galamse enyoma na yaji bebre no ye de den. Wo de masoja for mu dwuma nya kwan. 48 engineers obo be ye kwan wo de galamse equipment ma they will build all our roads. E den ye de kwan. Enye your friend is saying enye quota enye abo enye cement ene ye de kwan. Enti no so wo soja for a omunim kwan ye. Wo galamse enyoma waje. Who are born woman ha academic. So John Mahama in his wisdom as a president who has common sense in commercial quantities decided that let's put the military out there. Let the military take the lead. let them do the preliminary equipment. Then after that, the contractor will come and continue. This is common sense. This is how we have to build our country. And so we have to continue using the military. I made the pass His Excellency Mampeni, only defense minister. I made the papa. Now, Yamanka, only at the force in act.
I didn't hear.
Ghana soldier, major, lieutenant, almost me running military. Just here, the civilian veteran was on running military. Maybe His Excellency Mampeni on can't me, but I made my dream who say indirectly, or catch the soldier for say run your own show. The CDS must be the head of them. We don't need a civilian to be another minister of defense. The CDS in John Mahama agreement, I don't know, but I'm assuming that in John Mahama agreement, the CDS is the defense minister. Why do you need a CDS and need another defense minister? Need deputy defense minister? Identity. The military should run their own. Now say military for motive. Now say you cannot run your own military. Now say the BI, the civilian veteran also. No, they don't know about military. And this one should be, I would say, Dr. Bawumia, Cheddar, Obia, Omoma year intention. Yama me there's on with me. I would say Obia the campaign was say me be your president. CDS no, and the be running military no. On one running on my dear. And you have to create another whole Ministry of Defense. Dabi, the military should run their military. And can also police for no more running police. So you be reduce it because IGP, there's a whole new another ministry interior. And no so look, His Excellency Mampeni Council of 30 ministers. He knew what he was talking about. Very experienced politician.
His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, the second coming and the years spent so far. How do you see?
So this was in Sema Kwame A plus or the Tuja about this whole thing. According to him, no, it is very wise for His Excellency John Dramani Mahama to do this, basically to make sure that at the end of the day, Obema military for no around your own show. And it's true that Accra to Kumasi Expressway, new way na already we've cleared half, and as soon as the whole thing, unkoti with team wakami bia yanko can enyafe na contractor beba na contractor no air company na nkofone ne so that for Jimmy ebe. We need that kind of thing. So that is exactly what Kwame A plus is talking about here to say. It is something which is very, very, very which is cool. I just at the end of the day, all day in Sema Babe Tuja. So we are looking into this and definitely, if more updates as all of this whole issue continue to unfold. Now, people are taking a page from Kwame A plus whole thing all year in the MP Odino, and one person all taking a page from Kwame A plus book Captain Smart, Gosbring Smart. Now Gosbring Smart earlier this year and announced his intention to contest as a member of parliament for Gomwa East. And you know kwan obehwe update yedi kan ya Kotoka so if you just see East on also episode contested. So now all of them, most of the media people believe that they can do their job, they want to enter into parliament. Now, Captain Smart put the Widika Ashane Dianase in a host of videos called Shadow. He has started undertaking certain developmental issues in the Gomwa East that you say first one is say wa class as here just all DVLA office after wa ko school bia say bio ebubu or renovate aside from that to Ghana card or the omaba say omombe Ghana card registration and say enya asem kwetwa it be the kind of videos no bako to we can expatiate on exactly what is really happening and how Inuabema Gosbring Smart his ambition to actually become an MP for that particular constituency. In the country video,
I will be contesting for the NDC primaries. I'll win and become the Member of Parliament for the Gomwa West constituency. We need to change the face of politics. We need to change the face of everything that we do. I mean, the cry is so huge and it's so loud, but it looks like nobody is listening. So I started just about a month ago. We've done quite some number of things. I mean, you'll be hearing some of it yourself. We've done about 42 boreholes already. I've tackled about 10 6-unit classroom blocks, tackling about 11 3-unit classroom blocks for KG. And then now we're doing the driver's license. We're doing the free Wi-Fi. And then again, we'll move on to Monday. The National Identification Authority will be in the constituency for the whole period of about 2 weeks. Every Gumwa Westphalian must have a Ghana card free of charge, which I have
Free without paying anything.
No, I've paid already. Like I've paid for the license. So we'll have the National Identification Authority coming in here, the entire constituency. Everybody will have a Ghana card, and then after the National Health Insurance Scheme, people will also come. I've also paid for that one. They also come and give every Gumwa West constituent Ghana card, and then the health insurance card. After which, next Saturday, we're cutting sword for the first ever DVLA office in the constituency at Gumwadicha.
Yes,
we're supposed to have done it today, but unfortunately, because of the cleanup exercise which was initiated by His Excellency the President, we cannot be counter-crossing the President whilst we need to clean the entire nation. So next week, Saturday, we'll be cutting the sword for the DVLA office. And then the following week, we will launch the Operation 5,000 vocational training for 5,000 people in the constituency. We want to train the women, we want to train the youth to go into soap making, brown sugar. They'll be doing quite a lot of things, pastries and all. We'll bring a team of experts to come into the constituency to train. The first phase is 3,000. The second phase will be 3,000. The third phase will be 3,000. The fourth phase will be 3,000.
That's a great job.
Yes, so we'll be having 12,000 people who will be able to do something for themselves, sell, get some little money to take care of themselves and their family. Then the next layer of the project will be the much awaited for factories. We'll start the cassava processing factory. We'll do the palm oil processing factory. We'll do the coconut processing factory. We'll have the water factory. And then when we are done with that, then we'll tackle the biggest project ever, which is the Gumwa West Industrial Park, which will be at Shida.
So clearly, Captain Smart is not coming to play, and already he started the DVLA thing. Ancient video here, back a bit.
Wanachi, Wajima Brown, Mashagumwa West Football Day, the Baye DVLA officer, Odikan, Oye, Yegumomimha, Yaminado, Assassin, na Yegudu, Yerid, Gumwa Ditra, or Henno Inama, na him for them. A man for who couldn't woman assassin ye judo ye in the CCRN wearing you are over for Gumwa West Oboko baby other catch the license the way license will you Gumwa West higher CCR's whining Yasha free license and you could do go where you want license in Yeri Damazi I'm a Gumwa wa kunim Yeri Damazi I'm a Gumwa wa ye Yeri Mogumwa with two was sir Shannon so there or ye Gumwa ni yintra. When you're wild, yeah, you're wild.
Community center. It's show on board there. You bet community center now. I mean, I don't come for that. I watch I say. Why I'm in doing? You do cement abroad. You do iron rods abroad. You do an area. What one more time? You bet.
Yeah, so one of the things which is really also fascinating in all of this is that there is an NDC MP for that particular Gomwa East. But then, sorry, I said Gomwa West, yes. But Captain Smart, Eddie Kine, I will catch a MP, maybe have a contest too. So, It is a lot. It is a lot. Gumwa West. It is a lot. But then Kamia Koese Captain Son in Yabres or be take his seat. No. Now we same way far from that. Now he's already started doing this whole Ghana card stuff. In video of exactly what really happened at the Ghana card center. See, no, saw your Ghana card. There's no need for you to go to the major city to go and do it. They be the about Abobuano. In video about back a bit to us.
First of all, I say the Ghana card for the member. Yamia do not pay. I ran to Gideon Atta on the card. Why in the first? Oh, yeah, one was on Atta. Okay, good. What's my coffee? You are more.
So yeah, that is exactly what is really happening at Captain Smart with the kind of starting a campaign now. I just say you could clearly see say indeed, you know, we just wish him all the best. All these things need to prove fruit. So while some people are doing developmental issues, no, it be more so the macho men and then I'm crosso pray. I just say but in penny forces senior and you be Charlie. So that's exactly what is really going on. In some dear same be but then you Meno ka say, you know, oko a year second chance. Sorry, Stephen Adumche, dia sorry. There's a lot of things which is really going on. But then recently, you know, a Kamia Kwe say a year or Pambo ebe criticize Stephen Adumche dia ebra ojina sorry nim eka se Ghana be wini World Cup, Ghana be Croatia, which are the Ghana be Colombia, which at the end of the day, you know, Colombia and the Ghana film. Now, based on this, you know, Opambo ebe to be a man is a software the yes, outcomes of Beshan comes Ghana be winning na yini. And when I don't say, dear, the workers need be to be a man a year. Opambo, I just said, we are talking about a person like Lorraine, or Opambo, Afeso, and even some of the church members. But then one person who is like the big sister in this room or the big boss in this room, the person with the big brains here, unfortunately or surprisingly, you know, Patricia aka Mama Grada. Before then, there's a diss track actually, which was actually labeled out to Opambo by an artist and also Oko Stephen Adumche and the second chance. Sorry, you should video where we are by what we see in Sama Grada at the atu.
See a free tea. Yansa bo say the be aba akoko ma adwene mu ha ti se hwefo boto jimi ni aduro ti anyu agumati ko batle we so de ye wo pa fa be wo na mu free say na ya wo me ko manko ye be samurai say the ye furo panto bisa condemn sa sotoro ne ya hiu na mo amasun da ho aje mawu otan ne ya ho ya na agi wuti minister ya ma wa so de ti na wusuin ye me chiri kura ne panyin na wagi onyansa ketwa sa kura mu nyansa mboni unu nyansa mboni adakwa jimi ya wagi mi no.
Okay, so that was this song a second chance for sorry for by could see that some of the people on the Christian television network, Second Chance TV, you know, they were vibing to it. Inside what Christianity have come to. But the one person who believes that all these things is nonsense and stop it needs to stop. Mama Agrada, I don't confirm Agrada. Former now evangelist Patricia Isiedu. Yentin some of the other to so this is wisdom. But then she was in prison, so perhaps only the all cancer. You know, apparently, you know, a bit made the issues and a bit made the troubles be bra. But yentin sama Agrada, the other to bar a bit to us.
Me do video me ye because of your papa no akase asofo me no. Me akasa me papa. Me ame papa me mfani ni agro. The nation prophet. Opambo Ebenezadakwa Yadom, my father. And ya sofu penny. Ye papa Adumche Edria. me say asofo akese mienu misunderstanding bi abo montem na enura manna medofo mejina afidie so na mapa asofo akese mienu ichew mejina onyankopon mobrohu eso epa asofo akese mienu echew se papa mumienu the great the nation prophets my father Opambo Ebenezer Dakwayado eni ye nyina ye papa osofo adumchei edua papa nom mesremo the praises preacher baby abufu akodu biara me gina onyankopon mobrohu so pamocho say mama koma entoyem mama koma emrafom papa adia biala si biara me gina onyankopon mobrohu so sremo sade abufu akodu bia no mama akoma entoyem na mama asudue emra mempese mehwe de odi kan ye obi ne de otusu mienu koye obi mejira ha say a woman of God say ya na me hu say ya papa no mo asofo misunderstanding ba aya na ye me ya yes remo papa ma memra me ame papa opambo so papa baby akoma kodu biara wo ba odoba sani wo do me no me so me do papa say ye hu se ye di watama ye mu bi ye ntimi yakoma eno me hwe videos bia papa me su ye sa me hwe sa me papa da fom tuntum awurade sori awurade ne ye de na to cancer money fa ne ho papa ye mu bi ye ntimi ntsena papa baby abufo na du biara ya pa wo show me sraw me ni me kunu papa makoma mra fom wate papa makoma mra fom aye wate papa makoma mra fom aye wate say ye hwe nipa bia papa mu di watama papa yakoma ye ntimi o papa ye ntimi o papa ye ntimi o papa ye ntimi o papa tie me wate papa tie me wate unum say na nkan na ka oba unum de metumi aye but nyame wo konkro ma me kwan ewrade papa baby abufu adu biara mesrawo ye yewa eye me ja esasa me kai baby ana me she baby a say time de me ko she yo baby a say time de me ko she ye papa Opambo Ebenezer Dakwayado na onyankopon na mu wadum no mobrohu so amande menya me faudia papa sa me husi ye di watemo a eye me ja papa me ntimi o papa me ntimi o papa me ntimi baby de obi dia ye obi papa facha wate papa facha wate papa facha wate papa twa bibia so fama urade papa me say me kasa wo betie me wate papa me so betie me nua no chief one papa nkasa wate de akobia mu twa so wate na mo fama urade mo fama nsama urade wate pa mo show enra me rehu bebre se a show video sinu bia papa me rehu bebre yenim nipa wo ye yenim adom e wo so yenim nwose e wo so yenim de urade de wo je papa entie nipa entie de nipa ka fa wo krante no bibia ku fo papa tie mi anopai wate ye shaye ntimi o mi ni bi kru bi ntimi o bisa be kai ba bia da be wo na ni da so nyina sa na ni pa nyina yi mi amo papa da so urade na mo watum so amande adi da fi kire baba fie hu mi kru ni me ba papa Papa tie bi sufra do pay. Papa tie wo ba sufra do pay. Papa tie wo ba sufra do pay. Papa tie wo ba sufra do pay. Fa wo krante nyina to for ma me wate. Fa krante to for ma me wate papa. Fa krante to for ma me wate. The nation prophets, original the nation prophets papa. Bedi ma papa bi timio. Imra me papa dum chedua so. Papa dum chedua. Me srewa no pay. Papa baby abufu adu biara papa. O me mobo. For when it to me. For when it to me otante anymore. For when it to me I'm 7 fata. For when it to me papa for when it to me na mama over mo krate gu form. Mama sudwemra. Mama sudwemra. Umasudwemra papa umasudwemra mo ya sofo akesefo asofo mpedifo ayeye asofo nketo ayehwebusia bo papa mesro papa dum chedi amesro baby abufu adu biara papa fa chame na bofa mo krante gu form wate fa krante gu form sra mo me pa mo chaw mo mienu the nation prophets opam we beneza da ko ya do my father. And here papa sofu penny ya do dia papa slow and I no pe video ya papa ofa mo krante nyina mabufu nyi da mu fom na mo masumdue mra wate na mo ya sofu mpedimfo nya me hyira mo papa mo mama ho kwan ma say time fa we sum mu ho ani mu ase papa mo fanche wate Mufanche wate munyai manenka wate umakoma ntoye mo wate udamo sese watie me anopay okay Romans chapter 12 verse number 17 o say my ever body into your body so ka fa bibi anche ma me wate na moma sumdue emra na moma obronsam ani mu ase na munyamu bia munyama rade oso no na reto e wono rade na meka we so e de ama bloggers ni bia mo ya tachira wo gem susu jagum e pamoche wo ubedi the nation prophets upon Beneza da kwa yado ubedi na tem na so odomewa ebeye adwuma yenum bi. A typical example. I always say this. Maybe be a chum, ye grasophobia chi, Kotoka. My papa, the nation original prophets, the Jaunia before domain, a bamu, a best seremo. I saw Fonyan Tokwa, Chon Friho. Yanamo Qualade, dear software that children, you're very careful. If it's a soft penino or make cow. Now so beka se wo kwama wo papa wo kwama wo dofo wo kwama obi a wudi nachi na so se so fopani ni pie na wo beka sam to so a ye fa se papa dum che pie no de ya wo bedume wa ebe ye adwuma ye papa opambo Ebeneza da kwa ya dom pie no bedume wa ebe ye adwuma esanse nye oni wo na nya ma ye hwe ye ho so yie na ye very careful everybody shramo papa fo mi nu Somewhat see me. I mean, Romans 12. No, me one no pay, papa. I mean, Romans 12:17. No, or someone fa bonnet into ya, ubiara bonnet, soka. 18. No, or say a bet to me. My family, Bunny in Nipanina and Sena as from dream. 19. No, or sort of 4. Want to talk, Moho every. Na mbom munyai emma onyankopon abufu na watre se me na areto ewo me rade hira mo se mahu me mobo na watie me mpaipo na watie me so frɛ mama abot.
So this was in Sema Ayer Konfo Agrada, now Evangelist Patricia Sidu Odia Tuja. Thank you so much for watching Yinibedin Semnichi as we bring you more updates on all of these developing issues. Of course, so Ghana has we will give you updates on almost all the things I right here on this particular platform. Thank you so much.